All the supporters of Newcastle giving up their Saturday afternoons for us to come out. We got 3 battles on the card. We might do some freestyle shit later, who knows. This is Don't Flop Extra. Make sure you subscribe. YouTube.com/Don't Flop Extra. All the tryouts are going to be on there as of now, so please make sure you subscribe to see all the new MCs. Alright, as we've been doing at every location of the tour, we've had 1 tryout per city. This is a Newcastle tryout. First MC of the day I'm introducing. Sorry, on my right hand side, make some noise for Blunt, everybody, let's go. And on my left hand side, second MC of the day, another debut MC, make some noise for Dillon, everybody. Right, we flipped off camera, first battle of the day, Blunt won the flip and chose to go first. It's round number 1, battle number 1 on Blunt, let's go.
Now we are actually in the presence of lyrical genius. Here's Triple, he rhymed Mars bars, with Mars bars, with Mars bar, with Mars bars. Well listen here, you dickhead, now you're about to get your ass parred, you fucking rast clad. March 14th, my girl gave me a fantastic steak and blowjob day. That very same night you had sandwich paste and no on Jay. Now I want to talk about that hole behind your top lip. Bro, your smile is not slick. I mean, it's got to be difficult rapping when you're trying to not spit. But when you rhyme Mars bars with Mars bars, you decide to not spit. I mean, how the fuck do you not just go like that when you speak? It's baffling me how you're rapping on beats with that gap in your teeth. That can't even be compared to a crack in the street. It's more like the space that separates Manhattan and Crete. Spackers and geeks, Saturn and Greece. That works both ways. Athens, Vandal, the planet and sheets. See, today's the day I take my place amongst the rapping elite. Cause you force me off the beaten track, I'll still map you defeated.
Time. Go, roll up.
Hey, you tried to diss my gap teeth. Blunt, I don't give a shit. The girl loves the gap because it fits her clitoris. You're best to be remembered as a sex offender. So fuck Blunt, his time's up. His style's not good, it's not his time to shine. It's his time of the month. And I'm glad that he doesn't have to rhyme for his lunch. He's starving and crying to his mum or his mate's house, and he came up with this name while blazing on his mate's couch. He's called Blunt because he's often in his mate's mouth. Now he's Richard Gere weird and hamsters are dying out. I'm bright like a lighthouse, he's dim like lights out. He doesn't make hip hop, just lighthouse. And it's a tryout. But my verse is still high as a berg and live a bird. He's sharing dirty hypoderms. His girl left him to cry and jerk cause his dick's a tiny worm. I ride a bike to work, yeah, he rides a menstrual cycle there. He's barely ready, I'm quite prepared. He's frightened, scared, he hates it here. No beef, but he'll get slated here. This girl's not an atheist, she's more of a believer. Cause I make her whine and she calls me Jesus. He's unreliable for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes Blunt raps just fall to pieces. Blunt raps are worth about £2. I struggle to get going cause they're too thick. And his music's been released but nobody cares cause he looks like he's been released from care. And yeah, I see you waiting for your turn but fuck that. After a chair we don't need another Blunt rap.
Right, I'm sorry about them teeth jokes, bro. I really wasn't going to mention it, but I've turned up on the day, saw the gap and went. Does the J stand for James, Jamie, Jack or Johnny? You don't look like a Jim. For that, I'm sorry. See, I thought there was more J names, but there's seemingly less, and I'm not meaning to jest, but it's feasibly jest. I mean, what the fuck else could it be? Jebediah, Jeremy, Jet, oh, unbelievable Jeff. See, I did some J Dillon recon, he doesn't exist. Well, 2 battles that get slated where he was wooden as shit. Luckily, there's not another man alive that's as stubborn as this. Kept digging and stumbled upon some wonderful shit. I've done you a list. Whilst looking for cunt face, I found a whack beat by Primo, a decent track by CeeLo, next season's Pro Evo, and a diet plan for Mido. I found the Order Free Weed Smoker Fest edition of the Beano, and Robert Maxwell's Speedos near Flight 370. Can't find him on Sonar, can't find him on Radar. 2 places I should look but didn't. Grindr and Gaydar. Speaking of Gaydar, how's your faggot dad? He's still blowing on the streets like a fucking plaggy bat. Collects blow loads of skeet in his stupid raggy tash and doesn't come home till it resembles some crusty fat flops.
Time.
He's the hardest in his crew, yeah, he'll spark you out using a Pardew move. He's a gangster. gets a semi-automatic. Round town with a magnum, an ice cream, not a handgun. But it's a fact I've got better rhymes, cause I write raps to catch headlines, clever ones over the headlines. And yeah, he tries to keep up and he's keen as fuck, but you can't confuse the truth with just being blunt. And there isn't even one of his rhymes that I rate, and his behaviour makes me irate. I mean, he went on a blind date with a blind date and tried to rape. He hates life and many things cause he's bad at everything. Rapping and sports, I'm not hating, I'm just saying. He tries to roll a spliff and the roads won't stay in. And yeah, his lady may be lovely, but she's a food junkie. It's like she reps Budapest, she's always hungry. I mean, she keeps on feeding. Don't talk to stop her, I call him the Burger King, he's all about the Whoppers. And they say the words are weapons, but his bars are nothing, they're nothing. They said he was armed, but he wasn't. He's Mark Duggan, fuck him. You're not a Geordie or a Maccabee, and they want to get rid of you. Your dad cooks meth, you're Malcolm in the Middlesbrough. That second round's finished, fuck that, we don't need another one rap.
Time, that's it.
Do you know what I'd rather do than stay in and play your tunes? Spend a day with you. Do you know what I'd rather do than sit in and bang your tracks? Stick my dick in your nana's gash. Do you know what I'd rather do than sit in and bang your tracks? Let her shit in my hands and clap. You are a massive twat. Your lyrics just to say make the grade, but you're a boring stare. They say the same about your sister, she's an awful stripper. If I don't take a win today, I'll be sort of bitter. Fuck thought, I'll put the hammer to this bitch like the Yorkshire Ripper. Now watch me craft and hatch a master plan, and everyone will buy a J. What's the story? Stand by me, you'll know just what I'm trying to say. I only flow how I know, that's ferocious as a tidal wave, and no one lives forever, so you can roll with it or slide away. Don't look back in anger, I'm just a bloke that's in the rhyming game. And before it's spoke, no, it's not a joke on people dying, Jay. I just noticed the atrocious, fucked up, twisted kind of fate that I'd be crushing a fucking scouser and it's only semi-final day.
Final round, Jay Dillon,
No, I don't want to preach about the misuse of drugs, but your missus uses drugs. She tried to give them up, but misusing drugs. She's not Miss World, she's misusing drugs. And it's his ex that he loves, because his ex had the best art, even with the stretch marks. But at the end of March, Zeus met that girl and took her home. Now he's mad, because Max got Thunderdome. He's not lucky with girls, no, nothing works. He's a cat amongst the pigeon, he's pussy with birds. And he must be scared and frightened of being single, cause he tries to mingle. He talks to guys and girls, he's bilingual. His rhyming simple and so-so, I'm virtuoso. None of his housework, that's a broken home. And he's got no quotes, he's a useless builder. I got sacked from Subway, I barely use filler. He's all filler. 3 shit rounds, all to be fair, he's hit and miss now. I heard he gets pissed off with his girl and he's hit and miss. He's Chris Brown. But his therapist says sit down, it's cause of what your uncle does. He got a handy from John Candy, yeah, he fucked Uncle Buck. But his uncle says chill though, you won't hear blunt object, the blunt objects and dildos. Still though, I've been blazed since Penny Lane on Lemon Haze, but he's such a bitter fruit that he's got lemonades. Anyways, it's the end of the third and it seems absurd. I've not rhymed blunt with the C word.